We'd better buckle up for this one. One team already ranked in the top 25, the other sitting just on the cusp and trying to prove a point in this one. Welcome to the Rose Bowl, home to the UCLA Bruins. As we'll see a squad from the Big 12, the Utah Utes, taking on the 22nd ranked team in the land, the UCLA Bruins. 3A Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, here with David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's get this thing rolling. And the Utes about to kick it away and get this season started. Coming out with it, it's Lemon. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. To the air, it's Burks. Bringing the heat. And the quarterback is knocked down back at the 13.
And the defense comes out on the very first play of the game on the road, and they bring the energy, and they get the sack. They came into this one on fire, ready to go, and that is a statement early.
The Bruins now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. They'll go to work in the air on second down. And it's incomplete, but there's a flag in the backfield. Let's see who the call's on. This defense happy with how that last play turned out, so they'll decline the penalty. You make up the game plan and not a lot on the play sheet for this. Third and long from inside their own 20. Looking to throw, and he needs a bunch. Picked off, and the opening drive is stopped with an interception.
Job number one for a defense is to create negative plays, to create turnovers. How about this? Opening drive of the football game, getting the big turnover, setting your offense up in great position, and building some mojo. This defense, that is a picture-perfect start.
They'll run it to the right. They start the afternoon with a run, and it goes nowhere. Let's talk for just a minute here about Utah. At some point, with all of the transfer portal talk and guys going in and out, you can score one for continuity with this ball club, can't you, David?
Well, that means your system and your culture is working, because these guys so often are just going for the next opportunity, the next bag of money. Nice job. They kept their guys that they recruited, that they love.
Yeah, it sounds so cliche, but these players really have bought in to this coaching staff and the message and what they're preaching. They all believe they could do something very special this season.
He stopped for no gain again. Back-to-back runs, and they have nothing to show for it except facing a third and long.
Great job at contained by this defense. And in order to do that, the end man on the line of scrimmage defensively has got to be able to set the point and force the football back into traffic. And that's exactly what happened.
This crowd, full throat, splitting the eardrums and letting them know it's going to be a long day. Here's a heat. And the defense gets home and makes a play at the 37-yard line.
On third and long, you know what's coming. That's exactly where you want to get an offense. The passing game has to come out. You go nickel, bring some more speed on the field, and the defensive line gets home and gets the sack to force the fourth down.
And the right rotation on that one to get a little help from the crossbar and get it through. And with that, they break the seal on the scoring. It's 3-0.
Well, the head coach has to like that. It's the first drive of the entire year. You did some good stuff on the drive. You get yourself in field goal range. Most important, you come away with points to kick this season.
The UCLA offense is back on the field, ready to go to work. They're going to need to get something started, finding themselves in a 3-0 hole. Back to throw, it's Burks. He just missed the target on that one. Got to put it on his body. It's hard to find a place these days that the Big Ten doesn't touch geographically, but there's a lot of crossover with the Big Ten and Big 12 and plenty of bragging rights on the line when their schools meet.
You think about Nebraska, once upon a time being in the Big 12, now in the Big 10 too. These conferences also recruit in similar areas too. So this game is interesting, David, because a lot of these players, they're familiar with each other from high school.
Yeah, and I tell you, from experience, you hate that. Like, you get to know each other, you go to the other school, like, you're now my enemy. You're not my friend anymore. So a chance to prove it, a chance for the Big 12, who's been kind of pillaged and pulled apart at times, sometimes by the Big 10. Let's go out and make a statement today.
Probably the toughest call on the play sheet. 3rd and long. Ball's at the 25. Here comes the heat. That pass is well off target. He got hit as he was trying to throw, and they can't convert on 3rd down. And the Bruins will bring the punt team onto the field. They'll have to punt for the first time this afternoon. That's a perfect example of not settling for a fair catch. Pick up whatever yardage you can and help out the offense. The Utah offense returns ready to go back on the attack. So they've put up some early points and now to build on this 3-0 lead. Here's the handoff. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender.
And those body blows really, really matter. Like, I want to be able to hand the ball off to my running back 10, 15 times a game. Make the defense tackle them, wear them out. Sometimes these 3 to 4 yard runs, later in football games, they turn into 5 to 15 to 20 yard gains just because of the body blow effect.
Got 3 on 1st down at 2nd and 7. He'll ride his man on the option. Got the 1st down and more. Oh, he's got some space. And this defense's head is spinning. He gets it down to the 27.
Really nice read that time by the quarterback in the option. He had the ball out on the perimeter. He saw his pitch guy open. Nobody accounting for him. So you flip it to him quickly. Nice, accurate pitch out in front of him. Easy catch. And then he's able to do the rest. Look at the speed that time on the perimeter by the pitch man. Picking up a massive gain for this offense.
Looking downfield on 1st down. Grabbed over the middle. It's Humphries. Now the connection takes it to the 11. Last couple of plays, the offense seems to be just one step ahead, David.
Yeah, and I'm going to have to do something to disrupt the timing, the rhythm. I got to do something that they're not expecting because right now they got the run and they got the pass working. So this defense, they have to find something new to kind of confuse this offense.
Leaves it with the back. He's pulled down after a tough run, gets it to the 6. Going to work on 2nd down in the red zone, and still some ground to cover to pick up that 1st down. He leaves it with his back. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
And I'd go back to him again after that first carry, but the defense more ready. They're more alert. they're dialed into the running back. They're like, listen, we've given up one big play. All eyes on him. Nice job getting the guy on the ground.
Not a lot of ground to cover and not much to defend. A big third down in the red zone. From the gun, wants to pass. Pass is broken up, incomplete as they were trying to strike for 6.
Well, that last incompletion is a good example of why your timing has to be so good as a quarterback, because the windows, they open and they close so quickly in this part of the field.
Now on 4th down, here comes the field goal team. This crowd trying to do its part to get inside the kicker's head. Splits the uprights, it's good. That'll give them an early 6-0 lead.
And listen, y'all know in the booth and everywhere how I feel about kickers. Don't always love leaving it on their foot, so to speak, but nice job executing. He keeps doing stuff like that. I'll keep trotting him out there.
UCLA will go back to work on offense. We'll see if they can be a little more productive this time around. A 3-and-out the last time they had the ball. Use the play fake, now to throw. Working the middle. They'll get it to the 48, no need to measure, it's a first down.
Well, I'll tell you, there are a lot of coordinators out there that would want to set up the shot, especially on the first play of the drive, maybe run the ball, and then a few plays later go play action, make it look the same before shooting it downfield. They just did it right away on first down, first play of the drive. If you get the matchup, take the shot. And that's exactly what happened. Nice job.
Run game is good. Balance is good. Now listen, if the run game isn't good. You got to pass the football a little bit more, but sometimes you got to keep them honest, take them chunk by chunk.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Back to pass. It's Burks. Just missed on the connection. Incomplete.
I love the job here by the linebacker. He just kind of floats and he's shuffling and he's waiting to see which way the quarterback's going to go with the football. Not able to snag it out of the air, but hey, batting it away, it's a big-time play.
They couldn't connect on 2nd down. Now staring at a 3rd and 9. From the gun, wants to pass. Gets it out fast. Doesn't quite make it to the first down marker. He's a yard short.
One of the things I love about this defense is they just have such great awareness, and they're always communicating. They understood the down and distance. They knew exactly what they needed to do to make the tackle to force the punt. That is so well done.
Off the RPO, full right, looking for the change. And they explode on that one, and they've got it down to the 22.
How many times do you see receivers catch the ball and dance and you get so annoyed because you're like, dude, do you see the yellow line? Go and get it. Really nice job by the receiver with the second effort, getting the extra yards and getting the first down.
The Bruins look to keep this drive humming. Power football with the run.
And what's the closest guy to the football, man? It's those defensive tackles, and those guards and centers have to work together. They got to get those guys and get some movement. They don't on this play, and the big fella eats. Nowhere to go. When you run into him, you usually meet the ground.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on 2nd down. They feed him again. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
You want to bring in your tight ends? You want to bring in more beef for that offensive line? I'm going to bring in more beef. Nice job by the defense understanding the situation. Red zone, the field shrinks. I need more bigger personnel on the field, some big guys that can stop the run. Played the run well. Great job by the defense understanding the situation.
Dropping back, it's Burks. He took a hit as he threw it and couldn't deliver the football. It's incomplete and fourth down's coming. So now on comes the field goal unit. He'll line it up from the right side, a 37-yarder coming up. That is no good. Guys, they could have cut the deficit in half if that field goal had been good, still down by 6.
Hey, sometimes I just feel like fourth down, man. Just go for it every time. Like, the field goal miss-make rate. And listen, kickers have improved the last couple of years, but you left some points off the scoreboard there.
They'll leave it with him. He has the first and still on his feet. They bring him down, but the big play will move the sticks.
What a run, man. I tell you what, it's hard to pop runs. It's hard to get 3, 4, 5, 6 yards a lot of times. But when you got backs like this who can make huge plays with the speed, getting out in the open field, can take it the distance on every play, defenses are scared out of their mind.
The Utes, after ripping off that huge run, let's see if they can do it again. On the option. Collisions and power on display, and after all of that, just back to the line of scrimmage.
Playing the option, man, consistently playing responsibility football. Nice job by the defense being where they're supposed to be. This option will just keep giving it to you over and over and over again, and you got to pass those tests.
They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Back to pass. Snagged out of the air. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the play. Let's see if it stands. They'll decline the penalty here, and the result of the play stands. The offense comes back out with a new set of downs after the penalty. They'll run the option. They pick up half of it. It'll be 2nd and 5.
This offense is perfectly fine with a little game because they're going to make you tackle this all game long. They're going to make you think all game long. So they'll keep running it ad nauseum and just wait for that one opportunity when you don't do your assignment.
Here comes the offense on 2nd down. We've reached a break. It's Utah holding the lead. And we've come to the end of one. And let's take a quick moment to catch up on the stats. Lots of time left and ready to go back at it here in the second quarter. So 2nd down here as we're back at it after the break. They'll go to the ground. Got enough for the first down. And he's brought down after a nice game.
Man, coaches talked about they want to get this running back involved early and often and create some momentum. And this is a great way to do it. Early in this football game, ripping off an explosive run, get the juices going, and I bet you he's going to get a few more touches today.
And the Utes back to the line on 1st down. Let's see if they keep leaning on this running game. They're looking to pass from the red zone. And his throw is incomplete. Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. Couldn't connect on first down. Now back to the air. It falls incomplete. He was trying to find his man for 6.
All right, you got to be careful here if you're the quarterback, right? Back-to-back incompletions. You've had a nice drive. You're still in field goal range, though. Think about this. You cannot take a sack. That has got to be what the play caller is reminding his quarterback about in the headsets right now. If it's not there, throw this thing away because we've got a chance to at least get 3 points here.
Big third down in the red zone, and this crowd is getting behind this defense. From the gun, wants to pass. Looking to the big tight end. Misses again. It's incomplete, and that's 3 in a row.
Nice job by the defense. They're mixing up their look. They're third and long in field goal range. They go zone coverage, so everybody on the back end has the eye on the quarterback, and they're able to break on the ball, force the incompletion.
Absolutely perfect. They're now up 9-0. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Fellas, a big-time top 15 duel. Let's get right to it. West Virginia is down right now, but this young man under center has shown some moxie. We could see a legend born today in Morgantown. It's a touchdown game. They're trailing by 7 to Pittsburgh. We'll circle back if anything changes in this exciting college football matchup.
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. The UCLA offense is back on the field, ready to go to work. They built up some time of possession with that last drive, but couldn't turn it into points with There he goes! They got him down at the 40 after he ripped off 15 yards.
Today's game in football, it's about getting your speedsters in space. Why? Because you let them do the rest. You get them the football quickly, let them break tackles. You see so many times them making plays after the catch. So hard to stop.
Got away from trouble and got rid of it. Quickly out to the tight end. That's a really good tackle there, giving up some size and still making the play. What will they dial up on 2nd and a long way to go? Motion from the wide receiver. Looking to throw, it's Burks. Fires to the tight end. He makes the stop at the 48. That'll be enough for a first down and a pickup of 10. They saw that blitz coming, and the way to get out of it is find the tight end.
Yeah, how quick did he see that, too? Sees the blitz, understands this is a matchup where I got my big tight end, the big fella I trust. I'm going to find that matchup, get him the football for the first down.
Looking to throw again. Using the quick game. Breaks out another sweet move and gets it down to the 40. Guys, let's take a minute here and think about UCLA. They had quite the ride last year, made it to the semifinals, couldn't finish the deal. Regression or redemption?
And today we're going to find out, and that's what's cool. Last year did not finish the way they wanted to, but they did get to the playoff. That is an accomplishment. Now, did that raise the level of intensity for these guys for a whole offseason, Jesse, and do they come out better?
I think it has. I think the sense of urgency on this team has actually gone up. There were a lot of people patting them on the back last year. Yeah, you didn't win it all, but you made it to the playoff. Nice job. They're hungrier than they were a season ago. Let's see if that shows itself here today.
Might as well give it to him again.
That's a really good job by the defense, wrapping them up, getting them on the ground, take away that run game, make them one-dimensional, put them in passing situations. Really good job by the defense.
After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line 2nd and 7. Looking to fire. Pulls it in. It's Pryor. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first.
My old coach said you'll never go broke taking a profit. Take what's there, take the positive yards, and never complain.
You have to wonder, after missing a field goal on the last drive, how are they going to play this 3rd down? Rides the back and leaves it. Stopped in the backfield, and this defense has forced him into 4th down.
Well, there was just nowhere to go for the runner on that last play. Just way too much penetration up front, and as a result, they lose yardage.
They'll try to get something out of this drive and kick the field goal here on 4th down. And he'll need a little distance and to bend it just right. A 41-yarder from the left hash. Absolute shank. Missed it. Opportunity to crawl within a touchdown, but the missed field goal leaves us with a 9-point gain. Utah has it back on the offense coming onto the field. They kicked a field goal on the last drive, Jesse. They've got the lead. Don't make a dumb mistake, but maintain your aggressive play calling.
Yeah, no doubt. And I think it's the play caller right now just taking a look at that script he's got in front of him and finding out where are my playmakers, who can we take advantage of on this defense to get a touchdown here, David.
Yeah, and just keep moving the ball down the field. Just execute a little bit better in the red zone. There's no need to panic. We're moving the football, and we got the lead.
2nd down, they'll go to the air. Got it in the middle, it's Crooks. And he's down at the 41, that's a 1st down.
When these wide receivers work the middle of the field, so much of this is feel. Understanding where the holes are in the zone or understanding how to get leverage on a man. And these wide receivers are dangerous nowadays because they do it so fast and see that so quick and make those plays over the middle.
They'll put it in play from the 41 on 1st down. Wants to throw on 1st down. Lofts one high and deep. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers. All right, guys, let's take a beat here and think about Utah. Everybody uses the portal to varying degrees. Sometimes you just fill the exact right hole that you want. And this team, as they start this season, not a ton of new faces here, Jesse.
They didn't, but I don't think it's because there was a lack of effort on the part of the coaches, David. I think they believe they've got the roster in place now to have success.
Yeah, because when you bring people in, a lot of times you tick people off on your own roster. So when you only bring a few in, you cherry pick some elite talent and some real concerns that you have, sometimes it just addresses everything you need.
They finally get a hold of him, knocking him down behind the line of scrimmage. He had been running wild.
And that just looked off. The timing, the rhythm, I don't know what it was, but usually that option, man, it's so precise, right? Like really quickly making a read, and you could tell they weren't on the same page. It went absolutely nowhere. Defense won that round.
Trying to move the sticks on 3rd down through the air. And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. 4th down coming up. The Utes will punt this one away. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Team have its hands full. Well, not full because they didn't get a hand on him for quite a while. Great return there. UCLA will go back to work on offense. They put together a pretty good drive the last time they had it, but another missed field goal doomed that effort. To the air, it's Burks. Time to take a shot. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch.
Hey, listen, the quarterback didn't get the completion on that throw, but that doesn't mean you can't try again. Trust in your playmakers outside to push the field and stretch it vertically and make a play for you. It won't surprise me to see this QB take more shots as this game goes on.
And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
You want to end a play quickly, get in the backfield that fast, get to the guy, and get him on the ground. Nice job penetrating right from the snap, getting off the ball so quick, penetrating the backfield and making something happen.
On 3rd down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. Just a Baryshnikov-like move on the sideline to tap that toe and get the 1st down. A huge pickup on the play before he goes out of bounds, but the question is, will it stand? There is a penalty marker on the field. They'll move the wide receiver to the air on first down. Flips it out in the flat. He's there to make the stop, and they threw it in reverse, losing yardage on that play.
You know, you got to be careful as a QB throwing to your running back in man coverage. If there's a linebacker draped all over him, then that ball's not going anywhere. And you just saw it right there. Better play by the defense.
Back in motion, try to clear the picture. Wants to fire on second down. Makes the grab on the left. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender.
Good play by the defense. Way to wrap them up. Way to know where the sticks are. Now put you in a successful position for third down. Now you can break out the fun packages, the blitzes, putting more speed, more little fast guys on the field.
It'll be third and long. He wants to throw it again. Flips it out to the back. He'll be stopped just outside the 10 at the 11-yard line. Fourth down coming. Let's see if they go for it here.
Good play call on defense. Third down in that situation, you're just playing a big zone. You want everybody having their eyes on the quarterback, playing in their areas, and you want them rallying to the football. As soon as that running back caught the ball, they all came screaming in. They were able to make the tackle and now set up fourth.
Fourth down and 4 yards to go. The offense will try to get it. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. It's dropped, and oh, what a tough way to end this drive. They spun that wheel of fortune on fourth down and come up bankrupt. Opening play of this drive comes from the 11. Incomplete, and man, is he lucky to get that one back. Defense that close to an interception.
In football, you hear the term quick but don't hurry. And you can tell when you run these RPOs, the QBs want to make that decision quick. And I think he hurried it a little bit too much. Got the ball out quick, but obviously was inaccurate with his pass.
Behind the chains now on second and long. They'll run it from the gun. And he works his way forward and finally down at the 15. Got them pinned deep in their own end, and this crowd trying to help keep them there. On third and long, try to convert through the air. Looking down the middle. He can't make the catch. Had it right in his hands, and it'll be fourth down. And the Utes decide to punt it away. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. Get it up to about the 44-yard line before they slam the brakes on it. They take over late in the half, enough time to put together a drive. Wants to throw. It's Burks. Got his man on the right. He steps out of bounds after a huge play, but hang on just a second. Defense might get bailed out here by a flag. This offense plenty happy enough with the result of that play, so they just let the official put that flag back in his pocket and decline the penalty. He wants to start this drive with a pass. On the run, still looking. It'll be incomplete. Tried to extend the play, but just couldn't find anybody open.
And That was another ball thrown in harm's way. And this young man, he already has one interception. That was almost a second. Just playing a little bit loose with the football. Let's make sure we get that dialed in. You can't make those mistakes. Hard to win games when you make big mistakes.
Wants to throw. He's working against the clock. Trying to make magic with his feet. On the run, and he'll slide to avoid the big hit.
Nice job by the QB, sitting back in the pocket. You can tell he wants to throw the football, go through his progressions. Nothing home, take off, and slide. I love this slide at the end. Don't take a big shot.
Just nowhere to go against this defense to find that single yard he needed on third down. Fourth down and 1, and they'll go for it. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Finds him out of the backfield. He's not going to get there. Stopped short on fourth down.
You know, offensively in that situation, fourth down, you're throwing for it. Everything has to go right, or someone just needs to be able to make a play to keep the drive alive. They couldn't get it done, and now the offense is coming off the field.
So let's see how they play it in this final 30 seconds of the first half. Wants to go up top on first down. Throws for the tight end. Soft spot in the middle. They make the stop, but there is a flag on the field. We'll see what that's all about. And the offense didn't need to accept the penalty thanks to that big play. You want to be physical with the quarterback, but you can't give up those roughing the passer penalties. It's 1st and 10. Looking to throw on first down. Pressure coming. And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete.
Yeah, it fell incomplete because he did a great job of getting to the quarterback. He's in the pocket. Yeah, he's comfortable, but you get in there and you get a hit on him. Now he feels it, can't throw the football, can't follow through with his arm motion. Nice job by the defense.
Running out of time here in the first half. They're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. Working well behind the sticks on second down. Back to throw time, running short in the half. It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover. Taking it the other way.
Defensive backs have tough jobs. I mean, you think about whether you play nickel, whether you play dime, whatever it is, you put more DBs on the field. It's more speed. It's more guys that can cover, but they also got to cover that ground. But to cover the ground and make the pick, a lot of times you don't see that. Superb effort by that guy.
Looking to pass. It's Burks. Gonna let it fly. It's incomplete, and they tried to finish this quarter with a bang and couldn't quite connect. We played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update. And the Bruins will kick it away first, and we'll start the second half. And as the ball makes its way into the end zone, it'll be a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25. Utah offense returns ready to go back on the attack. They open this third quarter on top, and they built the lead on the strength of that running game.
And they made a huge statement, too, just proving to the other team that they're more physical, they're winning in the trenches. So here in the second half, David, just keep demoralizing this defense by pounding the football.
Yeah, and I'm not going to let that happen. I riled up my guys at halftime. We're going to put more people in the box, and we got to come out and meet the physical challenge of this offense.
The Utes trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. Just a short pass to the tight end. Stumbled to the ground.
So difficult because my eyes tell me as a defensive guy, he's handing it off. The offensive line's block and run. I got to go get it. Quarterback pulls it, throws it to the right. It's kind of like that hidden hat game. Like, where's the ball? I'm always trying to find that daggone thing.
And the Utes come to the line on 3rd and short, trying to keep the drive alive. They'll try to pick up the first through the air. Gets it to the back. Good tackle there to stop him short of the first down. It'll bring up a big decision. Just not able to shake enough defenders and comes up a little bit short.
And I think a lot of times on 3rd down, Reese, you bet on your guy. When you're an offensive guy, you say, okay, he's going to break a tackle, he's going to get north and south and somehow get the first down. Nice tackling by the defense, understanding where they had to get to and forcing the 4th down.
The UCLA offense is back on the field, ready to go to work. They haven't really been able to light up this scoreboard, but putting points up would be huge here. Now sliding to his left. Man, did he pay for it with that hit as he got rid of the ball.
And that was good defense again, and unfortunately we've been saying that all game long. Really, really good defense, or, listen, you can spin on the other side. This offense has really been bad.
Looking for a man, it's Burks. Fires to the wideout. On target to the left. Great pickup as they'll keep this drive moving, and they've got it at the 45. How aggressive will they get on 1st and 10? The give. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender.
And the defense doing a great job committing to the run. When you commit to the run like this, obviously you can give up some plays in the passing game, but you got to stop the run first.
Got 3 on 1st down. It's 2nd and 7. Wants to go up top. Punts it out of the air. Still running at the 40. Crosses the 35. Out of bounds there. Nice pickup on the play. Spotted at the 32.
This receiver is such a weapon, and he has so much speed, and he can generate explosive plays for your offense, not just running go routes and post routes, but how about throwing him the drag, letting him catch it, and use his speed to turn it upfield.
And he'll step into the end zone. Touchdown, Bruins. And a huge run from the back for 6.
Man, it's nice to have a running back that can do that. That makes everything else easy on offense. Hey, hand it to that guy, he makes a big play. Yes, please.
We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Gentlemen, want to jump in and let you know what's going on in this top 25 showdown. Tennessee looks like a bunch of world beaters right now, marching all over the field like Smokey in the pregame. They're up by 21 over Iowa. We will be multitasking today, boys. One eye on that game, one eye on your game. Really the only way to do it.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. Rides the back on the option to give. And he is just engulfed at the line by this giant defensive tackle.
If you're going to stop the run game, you better be physical up front on the defensive line. They've got some maulers. They've got some dudes with bad intentions. Nice play there.
They'll try the right side. Can't get him to the ground. Danced his way through traffic. Pick up for 4 to the 19.
This shouldn't be a surprise to anybody. If you've got the lead in the third quarter and you want to keep it, you got to bleed the clock. Best way to do that, run the football. And you're now seeing this offense call these run plays back to back. They are trying to be physical and they're trying to stay on the field.
In the gun and looking to throw on third down. Rushes on him. And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf.
This game just feels so different than it did in the first half. After that incompletion, now setting up fourth down, they only have a one-possession lead. Things were looking so much better earlier in the game. They're going to have to get it together throwing the football if they want to win this game.
Coverage team able to put a stop to that return at the 42-yard line. UCLA will go back to work on offense. And points have been hard to come by in this one. They'll try to put together a drive. To the air, it's Burks. Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be second down.
Another incompletion, and I've said that a lot, and these teams are just struggling. I mean, the offense just doesn't know what to do. Nothing's working, ground game, throw game. It's kind of been a rock fight on both sides.
From the gun, they'll try the middle. And he is stopped immediately by the big defensive lineman.
Defense is about firing off, hitting the offensive guys and staying in your gaps. Everybody knowing where they're supposed to be. You could tell the defense, everyone was right where they're supposed to be, nowhere to run.
Some third down conversions tougher than others. This one a long one on third down from the 43. From the gun, wants to pass. Makes a grab over the middle. That'll be enough for the first down as they stop him at the 43-yard line.
And it's on third downs like this. If you want to attack the middle of the field, you got to look for the tight end. Really nice route. Great job looking that football in. You can tell this quarterback really has a lot of confidence when he's in the pocket looking for the big fella, and they're able to hook up there.
Couldn't quite get the huge play on that one, but he goes out of bounds at the 37. There's not a lot more beautiful in football than the play action and the open tight end.
Yeah, because it freezes those linebackers. It freezes those safeties because they have to come up for a second and play the run. And then the big tight ends, big targets on the back end can catch the football and make big plays.
He'll pull it on the read. He stopped at the 32-yard line. Pick up a 5 on the play, and it'll be a first down.
Well, the defense did a pretty good job that time on the option play of having someone dedicating themselves to the quarterback to get him down. Not enough to stop the offense from picking up the first down, though. The defense really needs to be keyed in on this because they're going to see this option play more and more as this game goes on.
Try to make up for some of that lost ground on second down. Looking downfield, it's Burks. And he's brought down, but a flag is also down. Just an obvious holding call there, and one that just kills an offense's momentum. The Bruins with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. Second down, they'll go to the air. Throws to the tight end. Intercepted. Big play, stops the drive. Nice pickup on the return, but more important, they got the takeaway, and now they're in business.
And that's such a great job of seeing the play, seeing it unfold, breaking on the football, making the interception, and you will absolutely never forget getting that first career INT, that big play, that big moment.
Utah has it back on the offense coming onto the field. They didn't get much done the last time they had it. Had to punt it away from deep in their own territory, hoping this drive will be more productive. A little too much on that one, just out of his reach.
And there's so much for a quarterback to think about. Stick it out in the belly. Do I pull it? Now when I pull it, I got to get my feet set, make an accurate throw to the right guy. So a lot of things going on, and I think that you saw that led to a little bit of inaccuracy.
Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on second down. Goes to the option. Breaks into the open. All down at the 39-yard line, but he's got 15 yards on the play and a fresh set of downs.
And this defense has to be so disciplined. Like, you just got to understand, I can't all go for the quarterback. And too much attention on the quarterback. We didn't play the pitch really well. That's why this offense is really hard to stop.
Now they've moved it just inside the 40. 1st and 10 from the 39. He just couldn't hold his water long enough at the line of scrimmage. It'll be a penalty. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. First down here for the offense. He wants to throw it. Oh, he's going to take a shot at the DB. And they weren't able to make the connection. They were looking for an explosive play.
Got to give this defense credit, man. They've been so good in the back end in coverage. They basically gave nothing away in the first half. And here they are in the second half defending a deep ball.
After the incompletion, it's second down. Back to pass. Finds his tight end. And an absolutely fearless tackle. Giving up size, still got him on the turf.
That's a great example of the defense there tackling the catch. As soon as the big fella caught the ball, down he went, not picking up the first.
Better find the earplugs. Here comes the noise, backing this defense on third down. From the gun, wants to pass. A shot toward the end zone. Touchdown, Utah! They wanted it all, and that is exactly what they got.
A lot of times you see those receivers, as soon as they get by the DBs, you know, that hand goes straight up in the air. I got him. I got to step on him. He got to step on him. And the ball was thrown perfectly out in front. You can see he runs underneath it, gets it, and gets the long touchdown on the go route.
The extra point is good, and they have a 9-point lead. A very efficient 5-play scoring drive. They're coming out to tee it up for the kickoff, and that last score was a real buzzkill for this crowd. And there will be no return on this one as the ball bounds into the end zone. The UCLA offense is back on the field, ready to go to work. He threw a pick the last time they had it. Now they have to take care of the football. To throw, it's Burks. Hauls it in. They finally get to him. What a play there to pick up the first down.
Nice job by the receiver on the in route there. And how about the speed? After he made his break, he was able to actually separate a little bit from the DB, helping out his QB on that one.
That's the way to start a drive, and now they'll try to follow up on 1st and 10. Looking to throw on 1st down. Fires to the middle. Complete to the right. What a throw! Not a lot of room. He fits it in beautifully, and they've got it at the 30. They are dialed in on this drive. A couple of chunk plays, and now they'll snap it on first down. Looking downfield on first down. Working that left side now. Got some room in under the goal line. Slippery slide. Find his way and ran away from the crowd into the end zone. Touchdown, UCLA. When that receiver got free, it was all over.
And it's so nice to have a receiver like this as a quarterback because you pad my stats. I like those long touchdown passes where I just threw it really short and he did the rest of the work.
They're ready to kick it away, and this crowd is buzzing after that last score. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Utah offense returns ready to go back on the attack. They still have the lead, but they need to respond to that last score. From the gun, leaves it on the inside with the back. Surges across the 30, out to the 32, a 6-yard run.
You love to see this on offense. Early in drives, getting that kind of yardage keeps you ahead of the chains.
The Utes can really attack on this second and short. The give to the tailback. Really nice pickup there as they have it out to the 44 with a first down.
Wow, the running back there showing you his skill set as he's able to rip off that one for a first down.
Now they'll line it up from the 44 on first and 10. Wants to throw on first down. And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
Yeah, I don't know if the quarterback got confused on first down. He might have thought the defense was going to be in man coverage that time, but they were in zone. They fooled him and just didn't seem like he had his eyes in the right place, was forcing that ball to his intended target. The window way too small. The guy was not open, so that didn't have that chance to be complete.
Steaming into the backfield to make the stop, and he'll lose 4.
Awesome job up front by this defensive line, being so good at the point of attack and eating blocks, eating some double teams that allows these linebackers to run free, unencumbered, and get to the football.
Decibels rising as the crowd gets behind this defense on third down. He's looking downfield to throw. Unloads to the wideout. Catch in the middle. It's Cooks. They'll make the stop about a yard short of the first down.
Right there, I think you need a better play call. You got to help your quarterback out a little bit because the throw has got to at least make it to the sticks. On that last play, you're basically trusting the guy to make a few dudes miss in order to go pick up that first down. I think you need to start being a bit more aggressive here when these third downs present themselves.
This quarterback part of their running game. Dragged down, but they'll move the sticks for a first down.
He's brought down at the 41-yard line. And that's a first down for the offense.
Guys, that's the end of the quarter, and Utah has the lead here. And sitting in a good spot as we wrap up the third. Let's take a look at our game stats while we have a break in the action. One more period to go to see who can make the winning plays and come home with the victory. They go back to work in the final period of this one. Quickly complete. Open space at the 25. Rustled out of bounds at the 12, and another productive play on this drive.
Man, this offense is so dangerous, Reese. They've got dudes all over the field that can make plays. There's a big gainer in the pass game.
You get a chunk of yards like that, now the defense is really on its heels. And the Utes come to the line with a new set of downs. Motion from the back. Pulls and fires it complete to the right. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
I want to make sure I know where the playmakers are. And I can't let guys like this guy slip out of the backfield and make big plays against me. Good job being aware that they can throw the ball to running back, closing space, and getting that fast dude on the ground.
And he dropped it, just didn't hook the thing all the way in.
All right, trying to attack the middle of the field on that in route. Nice job putting his foot in the ground. He didn't telegraph where he was going. He was open. He's just got to make the catch.
Third down, and these fans trying to make it impossible to communicate. From the gun, wants to pass. Here's the pressure. He won't have enough for the first down as the defense able to corral him. It'll be fourth down.
Really nice job by the defense that time. Third down, they're expecting pass, but they also know that this quarterback is dangerous when he wants to scramble. And it was almost as if they were expecting that. They were able to get to him, get him down. It now sets up fourth down. And you don't see the defense sprinting off the field just yet, guys. They're not sure. With this guy's scrambling ability, they may try to go for this.
They're throwing for it on fourth down. Can't make the connection, and the defense gets a fourth down stop.
That is a great job by this defense, coming up big on fourth down when it matters. You could tell they were dialed in. They knew they were going to throw the football. The defense was locked in on the quarterback. Great job defending the pass, forcing the incompletion on fourth down.
He spun that wheel of fortune by challenging the call, and it does not go his way, and he loses the timeout. UCLA will go back to work on offense. Things had not gone the way they had planned, but maybe an opportunity to salvage this bumpy ride so far and avoid the upset.
Well, we've got a close game here at the start of the fourth quarter, right? This team obviously is down, but they're not playing it close to the vest. Being aggressive, first play of the drive, trying to throw it down the field. They're going to have to complete some of these if they're going to get this comeback win in this game.
To the air, it's Burks. And it's picked off for the third time today. Touchdown, Utes! And they turn it into a defensive score. The DB saw it. He thought, don't drop it, don't drop it. Then thought, don't get caught. And he didn't. The pick six.
Hey, these guys can play offense, too. Now, look at this. I showed you I can be a wide receiver. Coach might split him out at wide receiver next week after making that big play. But defense, great job making the interception. And you're right, doing something with it. Don't just slide down. Don't be content. Take that thing all the way back.
He stopped short of the 20 at the 19 and probably wishes he'd just taken the touchback. The UCLA offense is back on the field, ready to go to work. Not the day they had hoped to have, but when you are a ranked team, you are going to get everyone's best shot. And now let's see if they can pull this one out. He gets it up across the 20 to the 22 before he's pushed out of bounds. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Got some of the work done on first. Now let's see what they have on second down. Under fire. On the run, and he'll slide to avoid the hit. A nifty pickup there.
Well, I think you're starting to see some examples of why this guy is inexperienced in a freshman quarterback, right? Obviously, he's thrown a couple picks earlier in the game. That scramble right there, he's got to get down. He's got to take care of himself and slide. Great job, nice athleticism, good decision to take off scramble.
Wide open, he makes the catch. And he'll take it to the house. He got loose. Touchdown, Bruin. Well, I'm not sure who was closer to the receiver there, the defensive backs or us here in the booth.
That was great execution on offense. Receiver wins the route one-on-one, shows off his speed, gets himself wide open. There was no question where the quarterback was going with that ball. Nice job.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Utah has it back on the offense coming onto the field. That last drive was promising at times, but stalled out, and they turned it over on downs, Jesse.
I think they got to do a better job here, just being better early in the downs. On first down, finding positive plays.
Yeah, and it's frustrating.
Oh, he's got some space. They'll get him on the ground at the 46, and it'll be a first down.
Well, the defense didn't blitz. They didn't have everybody in gaps, and the offensive line took advantage at the point of attack, getting some push, opening up a hole, and the offense ripping off a nice run there.
The Utes, after exploding for that huge run, back to work. They'll try the run. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
And when you're down later in the football game, you got to start taking some chances. And that was a beautiful run blitz. Great job playing the probability, understanding it might be a run to run some clock. And they guess right, and they make a big play for this defense.
To the air on second down. Makes the grab. It's Humphries. Once that ball was loose, offense didn't have a chance. Defenders everywhere. It's a turnover.
Dude, let's go. I'm going to say this game was basically over, right? We just forced a huge play. Job by the defense, giving their offense a chance now. Man, it looked like it was over.
And wait just a second. The official's going to take a second look at this one. And you know the standard is indisputable video evidence, and the officials will change the call. Big third down as the crowd gets behind this defense. They'll try to get the first through the air. Can't make the connection on third down thanks to that tough, hard-nosed pass defense, and now it's fourth down.
This is a point where you just got to be able to focus. And the critical down and distances in this game, like that third down right there, when it's a good throw, you got to make the catch. You got to be able to make that play.
They'll keep the offense on the field on fourth down already with a one-possession lead. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Got him downfield. And he's knocked down immediately, but not before he moves the chains.
That was such a risky call. With the lead late in the game, to go for it on fourth down, that could have been disaster if they don't get it. But with the conversion, now the question, is that enough to ice this thing and win the game?
And the Utes are moving quickly down the field. The option look. He'll toss it. Perfectly timed on that pitch, and they pick up the first down on the play. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. The Utes pounded the rock to move the sticks, now back to work. Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play.
Well, with the defense trailing, they're trying to dictate to the offense now. Really nice blitz call that time, blowing the run play up for a huge loss. You're probably going to see that again. They're trying to find a way to create a takeaway, create negative plays, and get the ball back.
From the shotgun, they'll run it. 6 for that trip to the end zone. They score for the big fella here. Why are tight ends so effective in the red zone?
Well, these aren't the guys that are going to burn by you and go for 70 most of the time, but when you can use their big-bodied frames, threaten them to run the football and be a blocker in the running game, and now you slip them in the secondary, make that big play.
They're getting set to kick it away, and that last score took a little oomph out of this crowd. No reason to risk trying to field that one as it skips through the end zone. It'll be a touchback. UCLA will go back to work on offense. They had to stand by and watch that scoring march, and now it's up to them to find a way to answer it. It's complete to the left.
This is the moment for this offense to put a drive together. It doesn't matter what's happened up to the point of this game, but you're trailing right now. You've got to put some points up on the board. This is where all 11 guys need to be playing together as one.
Leaves it with the running back. Finds enough room to get 3 out to the 34.
And that run really didn't go anywhere, and a lot of times we don't focus on it enough, but how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
Quickly to the tight end. Works his way to the 41, and that is plenty to give him a first down.
Well, trailing like they are right now in the fourth quarter, their execution offensively is just going to have to be at a premium. You can't afford a lot of incompletions at this point. Everybody is going to need to be on the same page moving forward.
Couldn't hang on to that one. This defense has already picked off 3 passes, almost had the 4th. It'll be second down.
And man, did the defense just miss an opportunity that they could have turned the lights out with the lead, get the football back here. Missed opportunity. Maybe this offense now can take advantage and swing some momentum in this football game.
Scanning the field, it's Burks. Trying to set up the screen. He gets it up to the 44-yard line. He'll be marked out of bounds right there as this offense continues to roll.
Screen pass just not working there. And you figure at this point of the game, trailing, you're going to have to be more aggressive and take some shots. You usually run screen passes when you think there's going to be a blitz, but because the defense has the lead, they're just sitting back and playing big zones.
Fired that thing out in a heartbeat, but it's incomplete.
And you got to expect this offense to go for it again here on 4th down, right? Obviously trailing, we're in the second half, but we saw them try to go for it on 4th down early. Didn't have any success. They've got to dial up a better play here.
Down by multiple possessions, they can't come up empty on this drive in the 4th quarter. They'll go for it on 4th down. No sign of the punt team as they will go for it and try to move those chains. On 4th down, they'll throw for it. They're working that left side. And they reacted well to the completion, but it was too late to keep them from getting the first down.
And this offense is going to have to be aggressive, right? Down a couple possessions, got to continue to get these first downs, move quick.
Going for it all. And it was worth the gamble, but the long pass is incomplete.
Now, I understand the sense of urgency for the offense now because you're trailing here by a lot in the 4th quarter, and you're just trying to take a shot to see if you can get on the board and get some of this momentum back. But the problem is the defense understands that, so they're playing coverage, and they're doing a good job on the back end. Nice job forcing the incompletion.
Just what they were looking for, and he's got him set up in business at the 35 with a first down.
Got like that big, reliable security blanket. And that's what tight ends are a lot of the times. They're just usually big, huge guys that if I throw it anywhere near him, he's going to pluck it, catch it, and give me some positive yards.
Got rid of it in a hurry, but he couldn't find his man. It's incomplete.
Well, man, I mean, you don't get more wide open than that, right? Big fella running down the field, nobody near him. Quarterback puts it on him. Just got to make the catch.
They're dealing with a 2nd and long. Back to throw, it's Burks. Fires to the wideout. Rolls it in. They get him corralled, but not until he's in the red zone. They'll mark it at the 14.
Yeah, and Palmer, I don't know what his grade's going to be, but hitting over 400 yards on the day, I think coaches are going to be pretty impressed with the day this young man had.
No doubt. I think for defensive coordinators moving forward now, you're going to be charged with having to find answers to try to slow this guy down. Today, we've seen this defense try blitzing, zone coverage, man coverage. They've mixed up personnel. None of it has worked. This guy has carved them apart.
Man, it's so hard to play defense nowadays. You got a strike zone where you can hit people. You get flagged for targeting. You get flagged for pass interference. That was beautiful. Great job in the end zone, making it a hard window to throw into, and when he caught it, making him feel you.
Well, they're not able to hook up on that throw, but they need to score now. This juncture of the game, this late in the game, they need a touchdown, they need an onside kick recovered, and they need to score again if they're going to win. The sense of urgency is just off the charts.
This drive was clicking along, but after a couple of misfires, threatening to stall out on 3rd and 10. Wants to throw again. And into the end zone. And he waltzes in for the score. Touchdown, UCLA!
And listen, still a ways to go, but great job by this offense getting you back in the ball game. Now, we got a one-possession game. We've got our score. We did what we're supposed to do. Now, how do we get this stopped? Now, the defense has to come up big and get me the rock back.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. To the air on 1st down. Setting up the screen. And he never had a chance. As soon as he caught it, the defense was right there. Quick timeout called by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense. And the Utes have put themselves in dire straits after that last play at 2nd and a mile. Looking to fire. Snagged in the middle. It's Cooks. And they're able to get him down. Timeout called there by the defense, desperate to get the ball back and save as much time as possible. The Utes line up, trying to move the sticks on 3rd and short. They'll try to get it through the air. Throws to the wideout. Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a 4th down.
I mean, sometimes you overthink it. Sometimes running the football on 3rd and short with the lead is not the worst thing in the world. Keep that clock ticking. But now decided to go for it, setting up a 4th down. And this looks like a situation where you should punt the football.
Everybody. stays in their lanes well enough, and they stop him at the 31-yard line. Opening snap of this drive comes from the 31-yard line. Dropping back, it's Burks. Pocket breaking down. And the pressure will get there. The sack. Down he goes in the waning moments. That could be a costly play. Back to pass on second down. He misses his man. The accuracy just not what it needed to be on that play.
Well, this offense is up against it here. Trailing late in the game, the defense knows they're going to throw the football. First down, they get sacked. Second down, incompletion. There's no mystery what's happening here. Quarterback's just going to have to make a play on third down.
On third and long, you'll have to turn it loose deep. And the incomplete pass will bring up fourth down.
After that incompletion, fourth and long now on your own side of the field, you're trailing in the fourth quarter. What's your go-to play call here in the passing game? Where is the matchup that you trust in to come up with a big one to give yourself a chance to stay alive and win this game?
On fourth down, looking for the completion. It's incomplete, and they desperately needed to keep that drive going, and they couldn't make the connection.
Nice job by this defense in a clutch moment. You knew they were going to throw the football. Fourth down, great coverage, break on the football, force the incompletion, and more importantly, you get the ball back to your offense with a chance to just run this clock and get out of here with a win.
With yet another unranked team taking down a ranked opponent, does a portal help level this out a little bit where it's really difficult to know which team should be ranked in the first place?
I think the portal certainly helps. At the end of the day, though, they just wanted it more today, and that win is going to help recruiting. It's going to help their confidence moving forward. I know this, David. Every team on the rest of their schedule, they're now taking account and notice of this team.
And I completely agree. Like, you start to build momentum, and then momentum helps you find more guys in the portal and helps high school recruiting. So, big ranked win today. And who knows? Maybe this gets them in the rankings in the near future.
That will put the wrap on things from here. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis. You've been watching another presentation.